All right, we're out here in Olympic Park in Schaumburg, Illinois. Population almost 80,000. They've got a nice sign over here. Really large park. 10 soccer fields. 5 softball fields, a concession, playground over there, basketball courts, pickleball courts, and the skate park. Alright, so looking for those skill spaces, skilling, and garden plots. Right, Olympic Park, Schaumburg, and I guess these are the rules and regulations for the whole park. So you got that foot traffic only, and might as well. We hope that you enjoy your experience at Olympic Park. This helps to protect. Kind of muddy. So this is a kind of park that has mud issues for some reason. It's pretty muddy. Nice skate park. I've been here before, and it's a pretty neat, actually. I recommend it for the skateboarders. This is a nice view of this body of water, this lake or something. So with a nice sun in the west, and this part, like, here's a spot, I guess. Not really. Are you really gonna skill over here? Maybe, probably not. Last time I was here, I was not looking for skill spaces, but I think I found something really nice. Except be careful of the trees. But look at this spot right here. This looks really good, and it doesn't look like it's synthetic turf surface. We probably should go somewhere and see what that synthetic turf surface really is after all this talk about the synthetic turf surface. So I'm going to go over there. These fields, field use requires a permit. Take time for fun, and scan for current weather conditions, really. But yeah, so I guess this is the synthetic turf surface that we've heard so much about. It's so interesting and amazing. But there it is, synthetic turf surface. So everything that they were talking about, this is that's what it is. All right. Well, we got that. There's a nice view of, I guess, that's probably not downtown Schaumburg, but of office buildings anyway, and more of the park. I guess they're doing a lot of construction over here. A dump truck that has dumped and is now empty. This looks like some interesting spots, except it may not be the way it is right now. It looks like it's being some sort of construction is going on. But this is a nice potential skill space, place to skill. How about over here? Probably not. Here's a good one. You don't want to be, there's going to be stuff better than this, and you do not want to get your equipment you don't want to have mistakenly throw a club and it hits the fence and goes on the other side. Don't do that. Better to find a good space. Now, this spot is pretty nice, and it is near the skate park, which is right there. This spot, hey, if you want to kendama over here, I think, or yo-yo, but then you got this spot right over here. But that's where we were. So that's a nice spot. This yellow thing is kind of interesting. It's almost like egg cartons. Where else do we have potential spots near the skate park? Because that's really the idea, is to find a place to do your juggling and skill and flow arts, the hoops, to do some slackline perhaps. And I'm seeing some trees over here, and I would say this area is a little bit close to the softball field, baseball field, but maybe. These are the kind of things you kind of just have to work out. This area is also pretty neat, and it even has the benefit of some picnic tables, so you may use the picnic tables, or at least you can be kind of near them if you want, or in this area. So I like this. This is pretty good. So here's the skate park. Gotta do a little bit of some skate park. Show you what's out there. You got and here's another. This is a little space. This could be something here, and this would be the okay. So direction wise, that's west, right? Because the sun's setting in the west. So this is east over here, and if that's east, that's west, and that's to the north. The basketball courts are to the north, and then to the south is the softball, soccer fields. Just to get your bearings. This is, over here is even, now that I'm looking at it, if you were to see, what you don't want to do though is you wouldn't want to put your juggling stuff up here. This we haven't really seen something like this yet, and I think we're over 10 videos now, but this is the kind of thing where it's if you come here, if you're really comfortable, and people know you and you know the skateboarders, and there's not so many people here, maybe you could put, you could hang out here, take a seat, and maybe over at this other one which has a little bit more concrete. But you got, it's, you got to call it, as you see it. I mean, ultimately, skate park is for the skateboarding, and we didn't see the rules and regulations yet. But the other part is that, these are made for, grinding and sliding and stuff on them. You don't want a board popping out and hitting you. So always keep that in mind. You also kind of don't want to be in the place where a board could slide out. That's kind of why that area over here to the south of the park is pretty good. If you're out of the way. So you don't want to be in the way at all. But yet a place like that is kind of interesting anyway. This is an example where it's hey, you're telling your friend meet up at the park anyway, so maybe you hang out over here if there's no one around, just one or two people, one or two skaters, and you're doing some juggling over here, and then you move to this space or something, or to further away, and there's a lot of space over there. So as long as they're not anything like happening, like an event or something, which I think would be unusual to have in that space anyway. Yeah, you're like good to go. That's another thing, is that the skill stuff, like we sort of have that as an advantage. We don't need a whole skate park to juggle or to do the hoops, or to flow. We don't need all this, like, we don't need a basketball court. We don't need hoops and nets. We don't need a softball field. We could do it like almost anywhere. So, like, that's a cool thing that we have, and just kind of like keep that, it's like we can, so you don't have to be, sitting over there and then have like a skateboarder come and then a skateboard flies out. It's like, there's just no need for that. So I don't recommend it, but like I said, if you're hanging out, now the other thing is you got the light there, so when it gets dark, that could be, something. You gotta like see, you gotta get the environment, see what's going on. And yeah, I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I don't see the sign. Oh no, I do see the sign. I missed it. But yeah, you got a bowl, like a kidney bean kind of thing with a roll in. Pretty neat. I don't remember that roll in last time. You got some rails, some steps, and some more rails on steps, and like this ledge that's pretty neat. And you have, just like a variety. Now, one thing you don't have here that I don't see is you don't have a mini. So unless you make a mini out of the bowl, like if you can figure out how to do some, back and forth. But yeah, they don't. That's one thing they don't have. And we've seen a lot of skate parks, and they've been following the street course mini combo, which has been a pretty good one. So unless I don't think I didn't see this part. This could be something, juggle over here. I mean, the only thing is that, think of when you drop, you're going to be dropping onto these bricks, a hard surface. So that's the disadvantage over here. But you have some bean bags that you don't mind dropping on them, and I think it'd be real good. Skate park guidelines: caution, this is unsupervised skate park, skateboarding, inline, and bicycling are high-risk recreational activities with inherent risks of serious injury. Participants use the facility at their own risk. Protective equipment is recommended for all users. All users are responsible for inspecting structures prior to ensuring that the fixtures are safe for use. Do not use the skateboarding structures if they are damaged. If you find the structures are damaged, contact the Schaumburg Park District at the number. No personally owned ramps, boxes, or other devices shall be brought into this facility. No minis either, mini ramps. And glass objects and containers are not allowed in the skating area at any time. No glass objects and no containers. They're not allowed. And be courteous to other users at all times. The park is open each day from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Weather permitting. 911 for emergencies. And welcome to the Nancy Roblewski. I think that's Roblewski. Welcome to the Nancy Roblewski Skate Park, Schaumburg Park District, and no smoking. So that's the sign for the park. I'm surprised about 11 p.m. That's pretty late. So that's what the sign says. That's what the sign says. 7 a.m. too. That's pretty early. It's some like real. These are nice trees. All right. Well, that's it for Schaumburg, Illinois. Population 80,000. Skate park skill space proximity overview. I hope it's been very enjoyable, and until next time, skill on.